History, as it always has, will repeat itself even in One Piece. The pieces are all set now, pun intended. Oda, you have done one hell of a job for over 20 years. Now let's get down to it. We all know whatever happened in the Void Century changed the whole world. Several kingdoms got together, created the world government, blah blah blah. Now, what I'm interested in is the ancient kingdom. Professor Clover here says by reading through the documents from the past and some poneglyphs that we've found, we eventually realized that there once existed another country. Nothing remains of it, but the documents did verify the existence of this enormous kingdom. So far, the only connections to the ancient kingdom that we know of are the Minx tribe, Tunisia, the poneglyphs, Wano, the City of Gold, and the giant straw hat that Imo creepily still has. That's it. Maybe I missed something. If I did, let me know. So, moving on to what happened in the Void Century. It's the biggest mystery in One Piece so far. I have been very, very curious as to why the world government strictly forbade anyone from knowing the true history. I mean, did they do something bad? Because if they did, they would be hypocrites. After all, they are all just and righteous. Since that is the century in which the world government started, and also the century in which the ancient kingdom met its downfall, we kinda get the gist of what happened. Yeah, so does Luffy. Well, maybe it isn't. The world government started by the collaboration of several royalties. So, we can assume that several kings got together to initiate an organization that could not only dominate the world as we see today, but also to bring down the ancient kingdom. Now remember, this is all just a very befitting speculation. It might or might not be wrong, not making any promises. Whatever happened during the Void Century is a crucial key to this story as well as the fate of the world government and Luffy. It's so significant that even the so-called righteous government completely annihilated O'Hara and several lives just to keep the secret from leaking. Coincidence? I think not. For such measures to be taken, it's obvious really. The foundation of the world government is completely built up on conspiracies of ancient royalties and mountains of dead bodies. As for Sunesia's betrayal, yeah, we'll find about that next week after Momo explains the elephant's crime. I'll make a video then. One more fact that proves my theory. The Gorosei, or the Five Elders, who are the highest form of authority in the world government, have very peculiar perspectives. First, Akainu, the fleet admiral, is nothing but a young lad who works on their orders in their eyes. Now look at this. Doflamingo confused the entire world. Akainu, who was upset by this, said, "Tell me, how does a rat like Doflamingo bend the world to his will? If this kind of nonsense keeps happening on my watch, I'll be a laughingstock of a fleet admiral. I want you to put an end to this at once." One of the world's strongest men were angry. However, the Five Elders wasn't fazed by this at all. In fact, they said, "Don't talk back to us, Sakasuki. Your honor is a trifling matter. The Marines are just the outward face of the government." So, there are only a handful of people in the whole world who are as powerful as the Fleet Admiral Akainu. Even then, his honor was a trifling matter to these five old geezers. This really puts a doubt in our heads. What do they care about? Let me tell you what they care about. They have two ultimate goals. They don't care about the disturbances caused by the people in the world or how much they suffer. They only focus on said two ultimate goals. Number one, keeping the Void Century a secret. Only Nico Robin can read those letters that are carved into the poneglyph, and they are really trying to get rid of her. Number two, maintaining the power balance in the world, especially against the four emperors, the most powerful pirates currently in existence. So I already talked about the Void Century. Let's talk about the power balance situation. Why would these five old geezers want to maintain the power balance so bad? Hmm, that's right. It is to prevent a war from breaking out. As much as the four emperors or the revolutionary army would like to take down the world government, because these five elders have been hell bent on maintaining this balance, they simply cannot. However, this is where history repeats itself. Once Luffy is done beating up Kaido, the power balance will be turned upside down. Now you might think, how is this possible? Luffy replaces Kaido, Kid and Law replace Big Mom. What exactly changes in the power balance? So here's the answer. It's Luffy. That's right. This stupid looking stupid dude. He is the friendliest pirate on the seas. Since Law wants to know the true history, he will have to beat the government. Since he and Luffy already had an alliance, he would naturally help Luffy in the war. As for Eustace, no matter how unfriendly and evil he seems, he will always be down for some good old ass kicking, and he won't say no to a chance to beat up the world government. This itself would topple the power balance. But wait, there's more. Luffy's relationship with Shanks has always been good. Well, I don't have to explain why Shanks will help Luffy now, do I? As for Dragon, Monkey D. Dragon, Luffy's dad, well, he will also obviously help him in the war. That's what he has been waiting for all this time. He is also a revolutionary after all. At that point, the power balance that these old men try to maintain so hard will be completely shattered. See what I did there? Tribute to this old man, Whitebeard. You did good, buddy. Anyways, in the pirate side, we will have an overwhelming force with Luffy at its center. We know that Wano, Joy Boy, and Tsunesha, etc. are connected to the ancient kingdom. Luffy has already been to Wano. He has also talked to Tsunesha, or at least he has heard Tsunesha. As for Joy Boy, we know for a fact that Luffy is Joy Boy precisely because Kaido said, "Seems like you couldn't be Joy Boy either." Ironic, but true. If Luffy is Joy Boy, and he is, that would mean that calling his side the pirate side is a little inaccurate. That's why there's only one arrow at the center, in case you didn't get it. We could call it the reincarnation of the ancient kingdom, but we don't know much about that, so no. However, we do know that history will repeat itself. Joy Boy, aka Luffy, will fight the world government. However, this time, history will have one teeny weeny modification. That is, that Luffy will win and the government will lose. So that's my opinion, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you want more, press the subscribe button and the notification bell. Pretty please. Okay, that's not cute at all. That's terrifying. Anyways, I'll be back with more. See ya for now.